Summer is around the corner and warm weather always makes me feel like something fresh and citrusy. This lemon blueberry yogurt cake is so silky, a little bit tart. It is a perfect addition to your recipe book. We're gonna start with zesting and juicing 2 lemons. So I'm using a microplane grater here, which is fancy, but you can also use a box grater. Essentially, you just want to get the skin of the lemon and you wanna avoid the white part of the lemon. So if you see here, the white part of the lemon is actually bitter. So the skin is gonna give you so much citrus flavor. I actually found this recipe in a newspaper way back when we used to find recipes in newspapers. But it's so great because the yogurt gives it such a nice moistness. It almost gives it like a pudding-like silky texture. And to be honest, normally I'm not like a huge fan of lemon unless it's in like a dressing or something like that. Because sometimes I find if it's not real lemon, then you almost get a processed flavor. My sister, who lives in Germany, is actually a huge fan of lemon gelato. But to me, when you're thinking like gelato, you don't want lemon. Lemon is like almost like a sorbet, which is almost teetering on the side of healthy. And if I'm gonna have gelato, it's gonna be like chocolate gelato with like hazelnut or pistachio. I don't want anything even close to being healthy if I'm gonna eat gelato. So now that I'm done zesting both my lemons, I'm going to go ahead and juice them. Don't do it the other way around. It gets a little bit messy trying to zest a squeezed mushy lemon from experience. So I'm just gonna cut my lemons in half. I have a bowl here with a little strainer. A lot of times you'll get like strainers for tea and stuff like that, so you could use one of those. If you don't have a strainer, you could also juice it right into your bowl and then do a little bit of fishing, trying to get all the seeds out with maybe like a spoon or a fork or something like that. This is way easier because it catches all the little seeds. Now we have our zest and our lemon juice ready to go. We're gonna start with making our Greek yogurt lemon glaze. For the glaze, it is so easy. 1/4 cup of yogurt. I'm using non-fat Greek yogurt. 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Don't worry, it looks like a lot, but it will dissolve. 1 teaspoon of your lemon juice and 1/2 teaspoon of your lemon zest. I'm going to be putting the glaze into this piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can use a ziplock bag or no bag at all, and you can spoon the glaze on later. You can actually buy single bags at Bulk Barn. I have a trick for filling your bag. Using a mug, I fit the bag into the mug and pull the sides down around the mug. This makes it so easy to just pour the glaze right in. Then I pull the sides back up. I then use an elastic to tie the top off, and you can just leave it in your cup till you're ready to use it. I have a non-stick bun pan here, but even though it's non-stick, you still need to spray and dust it with flour for an easier release. I have definitely left half the cake in the pan before because I decided to skip this step. If you don't have spray, you can definitely use a little bit of oil or some butter. Try to get every single nook and cranny covered, and just tap the rest into the garbage. Now for our batter. In a bowl, combine 1/3 cup of yogurt. I'm using that non-fat Greek yogurt, 1/4 cup of 2% milk, or whatever milk you really have in the house, 1/3 cup of oil, 1 large egg, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. I combine that first. Then I add in the lemon juice and that zest. Sift in 1¼ cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Lastly, I add in our blueberries. I add about 1 cup of blueberries in, but you can add as much or as little as you like. I like to rotate my bundt pan as I add our batter in. Then I like to spread it out nice and evenly. Our cake is gonna bake at 350 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes. Our cake is completely cool now. If you guys wanna leave your cake overnight to cool, that's a great option too. So we're gonna loosen all the edges with whatever you want, a knife, a butter knife, an offset spatula. Really take your time with this because I mean, it's a huge gamble if you flip it over and it releases perfectly. And if it doesn't, we have things like our glaze or blueberries to cover it up. And really, the rustic look is a thing now. Okay, so I'm gonna take my serving platter, we're gonna go ahead and put it on top and we're gonna flip it over. Good luck. There's the release. Fingers crossed. If it's not perfect, it's okay. Wow, it's so good! That's what happens when we make sure to spray and flour our nonstick pan, even though it's nonstick. Okay, we're gonna center this beauty. We're gonna go ahead and put our yogurt lemon glaze on top. So I'm gonna cut a little hole into our bag, and you want the hole big enough to make sure all your lemon zest comes out easily. Otherwise, sometimes it kind of like squirts out like really aggressively because the hole's not too big. So we'll trim a hole that's big enough for our lemon zest. And we're gonna go ahead and get our beautiful lemon yogurt glaze on there. As much or as little as you guys want. With whatever extra, you can go ahead and go back around on it. I'm squeezing the bag from the top of the bag. I mean, it's kind of like toothpaste when you don't want to squeeze the bottom of the toothpaste tube. Just keep spinning and getting whatever areas you didn't get. Looking so pretty already. We have some blueberries. You guys can go ahead and put them directly on top. I think I'm just gonna throw them around the edges just to show you guys kind of what is peeking inside. Super pretty, super summery. Okay, are we ready to cut into it? So nice. Okay, we're gonna slice a piece out and try our lemon blueberry yogurt cake. So pretty. Just throw a couple more blueberries on there. You can see our beautiful blueberries just peeking out there. Tart, sweet, that zest really gives it that lemon flavor. The texture of the cake is really silky because of the yogurt. The blueberries kind of pop in your mouth. It's really good. Perfect summer cake.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and eat cake. I am the Bake Boss.